ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to map number 3 of what has become an instant classic, Rise versus E United. They go 18 out of 18 possible rounds. 5-4 favor of E United, 5-4 favor of Rise. Harbor will settle it all here in map 3. Already with a little bit of difference of opinion. You're going to see Rise send one player top stern. He's going to try to go for that 90-degree angle, be able to lance her down, but that quick kill out from Powers is going to be giving up that spacing. He's going to try to come from the far side, be able to lance her out, try to put pressure here on these final two players, and it looks like Rise is going to send Rushies over in the 1v1 as well down at B to pressure from that mid-neutral hill. So looks like E United is going to have to scramble to try to find another kill. Icy goes for 2 back A's, doesn't find either one of them. Rushies trying to walk up onto Praise, then he's going to go down as well. Beautiful spacing by him, and it looks like E United might come away with this initial.
Yeah, E United definitely looking like they're going to walk away with this initial for sure. But Fran trying to hold his home hill. Here comes the pressure, though. Powers and Kenny moving on up, working the outside from the backside of the home hill, and they're putting pressure. But, oh, a very clutch back A from a Vexies, and he cleans up the kill. That is a life-saving moment for this round for Rise right now. So let's see what they could do with it. They're staying alive. The time is still in favor of E United. E United has the base set up, but Fran's already there because Powers is occupied with the Vexies across the map. So just like that, Rise is on the neutral hill, and it looks like they're about to get the cap. Now they just need to stay alive and reset. Here goes Fran trying to get away. Rushes with the revive. The kills come through. Rushies goes down. Fran goes down. Icy goes down. Vexies goes down. And 4 people dead. E United is pressing forward. Everybody full sending for the extended setup. They're already on top of the hill. Fran running in, trying to see if he could do anything. He gets full red right away, and he can't. And E United running away with that one. Rise doing the right play in the middle of the round, going for the cap. But as Fran tries to escape as he's getting shot from mid-map, he cannot. He gets caught, and just like a bunch of dominoes falling down all at the same time, everybody on Rise dies at once. E United capitalizes, and they walk away with round number 1.
4-man wipes usually lead to a triple cap domination. Normally, I'd be concerned about that kind of situation where they might have to face a bunch of people coming off of respawn, but it was just such a clean wipe and such a clean retake at the home hill of Rise that they didn't really have much to be concerned about. Boltok out for the side of E United. Rise looking like they're going to answer with the same exact thing and the same spacing as well. That to me says that they're trying to prepare for that second half mid-neutral hill just in case anybody places a power weapon up there as well early in this map. So they're trying to cover their bases by building up toward that side of the map. Second round now, both teams rolling out of spawn. You're going to have a 3v3 here, middle of the winch. Not really going to be able to push in just yet. As you see, Powers already getting Lancer just a little bit, getting a little bit of damage onto him. Rise sending 2 players up top. Now it's a 3v2 here. If they can get up there quick enough, flashes out. Icy's going to be full red. Tries to bounce into the back cubby corner. Tries to push out. Not going to be able to get anything. He's going to go down. Now it's a 3v2, still in favor of E United. Explosive, good big shot there onto Avexies. Will get that down, and it looks like one after the next. Players from Rise are just falling, and Fran might need to buy some time, might need to find a kill, but isn't going to find either one of them. And E United pressuring the home hill of Rise as well. This could be dangerous territory for them, though, as they're going to have to deal with the respawns and that spawn timer coming back off into that fight.
Yeah, that's a fact. And look at this. Praised already on the B hill. The extended setup looking beautiful for E United. But somebody sneaks over to A. Avexies is already there. Fran is already there, and here come the shots. Explosive. He tries to get a double headshot to pick up a kill so he could reset and force someone into a bad fight, but he doesn't clutch up and get that. So just like that, Rise is back into this round. 2 hills still in favor of E United. Rise doing what they're supposed to do. They're working the stern side to get map control so they can put pressure on B with suppression fire. But here come the pushes. Rushies is in a lot of trouble. He's got Praised in a wild Powers 2v1ing him across the map because they know that Rise is going for that stern angle to try to get shots on them over on that side of the map. So they make a push, but oh, Fran's gonna come up with a kill. The supporting fire from his teammates is there, and now it looks like he wants to try to push up into B. He needs to act fast because already the time is ticking, and E United have a nice big lead right now, 170 seconds to 95 seconds.
And that huge lead is going to allow E United to play back, play defensively, and just try to get these kills on to Rise as they come into this fight. They have a 2v3 here in the backside of these covers. You're going to have to push up onto those pipes, try to get these kills. There's a down onto Powers, but the team revives. Too big, too good right now for Rise momentarily. Rushy's coming in the backside now, threatening the triple cap domination. One more second, they'll be able to get it. E United flies into the hill just in time, but Franchise cannot get all of the kills to settle it out. Still a 60-point advantage for E United, and they have full map spacing to be able to get back out, be able to pressure into that B hill, get the 2-to-1 hill advantage, and force Rise once again to make another miracle happen. And it just doesn't look like there's going to be enough time, as you see, as that second hill comes through, down to 20 seconds to get all the way to the C hill, get that double decap again. Flashes out Icy with a little bit of help to his left, is going to try to damage up, pressure up, but the first kill comes through for United. Second down already on a Franchise, and I mean, that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. No way, no how. Rise is going to win this round. You have a 2-0 advantage early in map 3 for E United.
Yeah, E United looks so strong here. Prey's doing a great job going for the meat shield, really making sure that he's getting some good damage. Honestly, his micro spacing overall has been really on point today. I've been very happy with the way I've been seeing him play the game. Honestly, a lot of these players have all been stepping up at different times, at different moments. But when I see that United has set up advantages, I'm always looking at Praise to be that thorn in his opponent's side, to play smart, play defensive, that UE like standard of play that he always held himself to. He always held himself to such a high standard in that game. I honestly feel like him and Gilbert were two of the biggest MVPs in that game. Obviously, Billy as well. All three of them really, really good at that game. And like you see right now, he's stepping up, and E United walking away with the first 2 rounds. Rise, I'm going to need to see some initials if you want to turn this game around, and I'm going to need some setups too, because it's Harbor we're talking about, and you're going to need some setups with good initial damage if you want to win. So we go into the first initial, the next initial right here. It's the third one. Powers is already leading off. Him and Kenny are at winch. They're going up against the Vexies and Fran. It's a big fight going down. Powers is able to get 1 kill. Fran's able to get another. The kills looking like they're falling in favor of Rise. 3 people down, 4 people down. This might even be possibly a triple cap. The Retro Lancer picked up. The extended setup is started, and here we go. Just like that, it looks like Rise should be able to win this one. They just need to cap the hill now. I don't think the opponents are going to be able to make it there in time. And just like that, Rise is going to walk away with this one. It's a beautiful gameplay right there. They sprang into action, Colin, so fast for that extended setup, and they're going to walk away with this round.
Oh, definitely walk away with it. 44 seconds was all it took for them to get that triple cap domination. And right now, if you took a look at the stat line, I mean, it doesn't look like Rise should even be able to be into this, as 3 out of the 4 players for E United have only got 2 deaths across those first 3 rounds. But E United do have a round win to their belt, because it only takes 1 full set of slays and maybe an extra kill here or there to get that triple cap domination. Now we've got Retros toward the top, Boltox toward the bottom. We come to round number 4, last round of the first half before those hills flip, and we will see that dock fight turn into a stern fight. Still a 3v3 here, and it looks like Rise has decided to match E United. They've sent 3 people down to the bottom of the winch, and Power's trying to run away with his life. Kenny trying to help him out here. Both of them are going to die. Explosive left to his own devices. He's going to get crossed just a little bit, shot over that back shoulder by Icy. They're going to get that easy down. They're going to let him bleed out as well. Rushy's trying to hit one more shot on Praise, but just couldn't do it in time. Praise is not going to be able to get into that hill either, because he'll get lancered out and go down. He's not going to be able to go for this decap. He's going to have to wait for his teammates to come back off a spawn and pressure toward that winch and stern.
Yep, 100%. So now we see Rise with a 2-hill advantage. E United trying to make the play up top at stern side. Icy going to be able to get it down, but he's not able to get the kill. Powers is going to down him with a very nice overcover shot right there. I think I've heard Ashes say it before, how confident he is in Powers' ability to hit overcover shots, and he's definitely 100% right about that, because that's something that he's always specialized in, praised as well. So those shots are going to be hard for Rise to win in this situation. Rise capitalizing, though, getting map control already on the extended setup, getting some downs coming through. But Avexi's doesn't have the help he needs from his teammates. His teammates are going for the base setup, and they're going to hold the center of the map, and they're just going to hold the line, kind of like you saw Leonidas do with the Spartans. And that's pretty much it. So now Rise has the setup. They got that base set up. They're getting their initial damage going. And E United is going to have to make a very organized push if they want to take this over. Kenny, though, sneaks onto the B hill and is already capping it to put pressure onto Rise and force his 1v1 opponent to have to push towards him. But here come the kills, and they're going in favor of Rise right now. Colin, who do you think is going to walk away with this one?
I mean, back and forth we go. Fran has hit a good kill there. He's going to back up, trying to use that spacing on the Powers, trying to give him that little wiggle shake. Not going to be able to get the shoulder shake to work this time. Powers comes into the fight now, a little bit hurt. Rushy's going to try to angle him out. But look at the way E United has had to come off of respawn, go back to their home to start getting points. But I don't even know if that matters at this point. They need to get all the way to A and then hopefully worry about their home later in this fight. You see Praise down, up over 200 points. Rise has a great hold on this round right now. I mean, they are clamping down tighter than a pickle jar fresh out of the market, Fatal. This is one of those situations where it's going to take some man hands to get that thing off, and I don't think they have the ability to do it. It's 20 seconds to get all the way across the map and get these kills. Every time you leave cover, every time you come into one of those angles, those hallways, you're going to get pure damage output from anybody on E United. And there goes the double Lancer fire into that middle hallway. They find one down. The quick revive from Kenny, but the 90-degree angle comes out from the house and the hut. My God, this is a perfect shutdown, a perfect home hill stand for Rise. And they answer back. They bounce back. They tie it up. It's 2-2 going into the second half.
Yeah, you'd love to see a fallback setup like that from Rise. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much what they've been working on for a long time. A lot of these players, they come from the team Reciprocity, and not to toot my own horn or anything, but that's something that they've always worked on. That roster always worked on their setups a lot. So they know what they're supposed to do in their fallback setups when they have the time, and they definitely had more than enough time to switch out of their base setup to get back to the home setup, to get all the angles they need. And like you spoke about with that 90-degree angle coming from the hut, the little house over there, they're able to get perfect shots, and it just looks picture perfect the entire time. Beautiful home setup. Fallback setup right there from Rise. And now we're moving on to the next round. It's 2-2. A new initial is about to ensue. And let's see what we got. We got number 9 going up against number 4. That's going to be Praised versus Rushies once again. Both of them grabbing their respected Boltox. A 3v3 is going down up top. Powers is moving over to Stern. He's going to be taking over that top side. And Rise not pushing in yet at all. They're working on the middle. Avexis is over here on the line. He's trying to hold that. Angles are coming up top. But Avexis with some really nice shots on Kenny that might give them an opportunity to pressure Powers. So that's exactly what you want if you're Rise. And looks like Avexis is going to be able to capitalize on this. Yes, he does. Definitely the difference maker in that fight right there, opening it up for his team. Rushies, he's on C side over on the wide. He's by himself right now. Avexis trying to get some shots for him. Rushies able to pick up 1 kill. The extended setup is coming for Rise. Icy and Avexis are already with him. Fran's holding up the east side all by himself. Kenny's trying to push in, and nope, it's too little. Too late. The damage is done. Avexis has spoken. Rise has sprung into action. And just like that, after being down 0-2, it's all of a sudden 3-2. And Rise looking to run away with this one. But the job is not done yet.
Those little adjustments right there are something that I know you can speak on. And a lot of people don't test the game as hard as they probably should when they get to these kind of competitive levels. Avexis knew at that distance, having the Lancer out was going to be too long of a switch over to the Nasher. So he keeps the snub in hand, and just the precision of those snub shots, the amount of damage he does, puts enough pressure to either force those players to make a move out or try to take a different cover. And when they come out of cover, they're going to get Lancered anyway by the other players of Rise. Speak to me about that, Fatal. How many times have you probably had discussions with former players of yours, even as a player yourself, where you know the switch from the Lancer to the Nasher is too long, so to have your snub out, have that defensive weapon out to be able to just put a little bit of damage on, put a little pressure out?
Yeah, it's all about damage per second, right? DPS, that's what they call it. So right there in that situation, Avexis, he knows he needs to get some shots onto Kenny, and Kenny knows that Powers is looking for him. So Kenny doesn't expect to get shot in that situation because he thinks that Avexis is moving to either the middle rail right there or maybe moving towards Winch. He doesn't expect him to be sitting on the little side, the side entrance right there, like the side ramp is what I used to call it. You have the side ramp, a big ramp, and small ramp. I would call that small ramp. So he doesn't expect Avexis to be shooting him like that from small ramp, and Avexis does a beautiful job, gets the damage, opens it up for his team, and then they close it out. Right now, he's playing cat and mouse with a very dangerous person to play that game with. He's trying to do it against Kenny Bounce, but it's going to get him into a huge Angle trap. Now, see, in this situation, Colin, you would think that Rise technically won this initial super clean, but Rise only got this hill because E United allowed it, because E United knew that they had an angle trap and they were just patiently waiting to capitalize. This is one of those weird situations where you kind of could call the initial could go either way. Does you give credit to Rise because they capped the hill first and say, okay, Rise won this initial because they got the hill cap? Or do you say, nah, it was a trap literally set up by Explosive and the gang, everybody on E United, because Explosive knew he had Winch. He knew he was going to have shots on Avexis when he ran away. Kenny most likely knew that Avexis was there, probably had a call out from the guy that was the bottom of his big ramp. They angle out Avexis, use that to open up the round. It's a free 3v2, and look at it spiral and snowball right into E United's control, and just like that, they run away with the round.
And now they have tied it up 3-3 once again, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen 18 out of 18 possible rounds in the first two maps, 27 possible rounds across all three. We've got 6 out of those last 9 in the bag already. We come to another best of 3 situation. First team to win 2 rounds is going to find themselves in the winner's circle with a 2-1 map count. Drop shot placed out by E United. Rise, they put the Incendiary down low for Rushies to be able to pick up, and it looks like Rushies is actually going to go down there, whereas E United, they're throwing a wrinkle out. They've got one player playing toward the middle. Everybody else is playing up toward that winch and stern area. It's going to be a 4v3 here momentarily, but the shock, that's going to buy Rise enough time to get Rushies from home to home.
Yep, and then look at Powers. He's like, you know what, Avexis? You might have got that trick on me and Kenny last time, but this time, I got your number, bro. I'm pushing. So he got right in Avexis' face. He didn't let Avexis fall back to where he was able to last time, able to capitalize on that. Rise, though, has the home hill setup. Rushies looking to hold the seaside, but he's by himself. He's got to wait for a little bit of help from his teammates. Icy is there to help. Looks like Icy's going to go down. Rush by himself, a 1v2 situation. He's able to get the down, get the meat chill. Oh my lord, he's able to get the 1v2 as well. Kenny picks up a drop shot double kill. He kills Avexis and Fran as well. And Kenny is like, you know what, Rush? We may have been teammates before, but we're not teammates now. You went and got the 2 kills. Oh, now I'm going to get 3. Oh, now I'm going to get 4. I see your 2, and I raise you to 4. Let me show you how I like to do it up here on the stern side. And Kenny completely taking over this game right now. It's an extended setup, it looks like, for E United, and Kenny springing into action, able to get another kill as well. It's a 2-man 2v1 push in the house. Icy's gonna go down. Kenny springing into action. He's trying to see if he get any more kills. Ooh, a very quick overcover shot. We were talking about Praised and Powers with their overcover shots, but Kenny goes, nah, Joe, you better remember to talk about me too, my guy. I got plenty of championships over here. It's a 4-3 lead in favor of E United. The momentum definitely in their favor, but will the calm, cool, collected Rise Nation be able to rise to the top and bring this back? Because they have to this round. This is going to be an absolutely crucial initial right here, Colin. What do you think we're going to see?
Probably double disables out because Rise has to answer back. They got to make sure that E United doesn't have one of those utilities to try to win this round.
Yep.
Rise, they got their weapon placement out now, and you see them hovering over the shock of E United. They're probably going to disable that. They're taking the full 30 seconds to talk this one over, though. They do not want to take any chances. They want to have everything ironed out to a T. They want to have all their I's dotted, all their T's crossed, all their P's with a loop on them, however you want to say that phrase. This one, though, is for the marbles. I think winning this round for Rise gives them a momentum going into round number 9. E United, they need to shut it down right here, right now if they want to win this map. And you can see already, Rise is taking the top stern. They're having flashes thrown back out at him. A lot of damage already onto Franchise. He's not going to go down just yet. He's trying to just use that up A, that cover to try to get these shots on. But the flank from Powers will come through. The kills will come through. 3 dead already for it, Rise. Rushies, thankfully, well, he's just playing that position. He's playing smart. He goes for the double hill setup. He's trying to make sure E United has to come back across the map to kill him and get their home hill back.
This also weakens E United's chance of having a base setup. So Rush, he could have rotated into that top stern fight, but most likely he got some type of call out from his teammates, because Once again, they were getting hit by that angle trap from Winch. Oh, but Kenny's gonna go down as well. This is working out very well for Rise. Avexis picks up a nice reaction shot kill. Kenny gets crossed on the small ramp, so he's gonna get crossed out. And just like that, Rise is back in a good situation, even though they technically lost that initial. But wow, Icy with the drop shot. Fran getting ready to rotate. Somebody hiding though. Ooh, it's Powers. Powers with a sneaky flank. He's going to be able to get some shots on Avexis. Avexis looks like he's about to go down. Avexis does go down, but it's a 2v1 situation in front of Powers. The wolf packing coming through. Here comes Avexis pushing up with his teammates, trying to take over Stern side. Kenny goes down. Explosive has to run away through the small ramp. He's going to exit and get out of there ASAP to go fall back towards this hill. And just like that, United, even though winning that first initial, has now been flopped on over and turned over, and they got to run away turtle real quick, get their numbers back, get those respawns coming back into play so that they can make a push. But instead of pushing the base setup, Colin, they're choosing to push, it looks like, an OE. This is dangerous because they're going to get hit with so much initial damage from across the map because Rise can see this clear as day. There's no smokes to help the United situation. There's not really much stuns. Seaside's pretty easy to hold in this situation with so much crossing fire. Rushy stays alive, gets his kill, runs away, is playing like an absolute rat right now, and be a huge thorn in the side of E United. And it looks like we might be having an angle trap coming through as well. So now Rushes gets another kill. He stays alive. Power's about to get angled out. He can't do much. He's going to go down to Fran, and the time is 100% in favor of Rise. Rise is completely turned this round upside down, and like we said, they need this round, and they're in a situation to where they could fall back set up right here. Icy dodging that drop shot. Huge play right there. Kenny goes for the kill. Icy says, no, I have right hand. Your options are limited. I'm taking you out. Explosive trying to make a play. He's going to get a kill on Icy as well. But the time, look at the time, Colin. It's all Rise. A fallback setup. They're chilling. They don't even need all their players alive. And it's going to go 4-4 for the bread, Colin. Round 27.
27 rounds up. 26 of them down. We have yet another 4-4 on our hands. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Couldn't have asked for anything better. These teams are putting it all on the line here in this matchup. Neither team wanting to give up an inch. Both teams finding a mistake and taking a mile, though. We come to this round number 9. Rise will now try to figure out what to place, what to pick, what not to do. They're going to hover over the dock. This is a pretty interesting weapon placement. Frag grenades down at the dock, and E United, they have to answer with an incendiary of their own, so we already kind of know their weapon placement. Fatal, what do you think of that fragmentation grenade?
The frag is interesting because it's definitely huge at Winch. It's huge like up top at Stern. You could use it to capitalize on some kills, but the thing is getting those frags is going to be the hard part because if you look at it, number 9 and number 4, 9 is playing like a range, like a long range, like just kind of like coasting. He's just making sure he's covering like the middle lane and obviously his home, and that's Praise playing that flex type of role. He's very good at that. He knows how to play those types of roles. The rest of his teammates are over fighting on the Stern side. And here we go. Fran's going to pick up the first kill on Kenny. Kenny gets caught at the closet door and looks like he's got the drop shot. So all eyes on Fran. But explosive, Colin. He's going for the breakthrough. He's trying to cut through the middle of the map. But Rise is going to see this. Can anyone take him out? Oh, it's Fran with a drop shot across the map on the X angle. Sees it coming from a mile away and rushes. It's going to close it out, Colin. And just like that, it is all over. It's all over just like that. Such a short final last round. Fran, talk about the drop shot of a lifetime. So crucial. If he doesn't hit that drop shot, if Gilbert somehow uses a smoke or a stun or anything to stay alive right there, or anything to put some pressure on that Winch, any of his teammates, he probably does survive and get that break. But man, oh man, what a match, Colin. That was absolutely insane. We're already back on camera. It's just me and you and this intense, amazing gameplay. And wow, what a match.
What a matchup indeed. All 27 rounds, every single map coming down to that final round. And I don't know if it was foresight, but when I said right there in between rounds 8 and 9, I said both teams find a mistake. They, instead of taking an inch, They take an entire mile. You see the initial icebreaker kill from Rushies with the Incendiary onto Winch, onto Powers. As soon as Powers is dead, all hell breaks loose because now E United has to scramble. They have to find a way to stay alive and thrive. They try to send explosive through the front side of that Winch to get that decap at the home hill arise. Perfect drop shot, as you called it out, from Franchise. Just a kiss from the heavens. It was a little teardrop dropping in on top of his head. Beautifully done by Rise to find a way not only to win back-to-back round nines, win back-to-back maps, but take E United the distance and come out on top. Fatal, do you have any final thoughts? Do you have anything you'd like to address to get it out there for everybody watching at home? Any kind of final wisdom on a matchup like this when you're in a big-time situation as a prime-time player?
The main thing I would say is that don't get too caught up in all of the fancy mechanical plays that these guys can do, because so many people can do that nowadays. You've got, players on so many different pro teams, from Vanquish, who won our last major, to tons of other pro players stepping it up right now. So focus on the communication, focus on the lane coverage, focus on the positioning that people choose, because that's the really big things that make a huge difference. And like I said earlier, that objective compound interest, it adds up. And when you use it properly, you can limit the options of your opponents. And that's the way that champions are molded and champions win championships, is by capitalizing on those little moments and letting it compound over and over and over again to be able to win these big matches when they matter most, because it's the smallest minor details that make the difference in big matches that go 27 rounds long, like this one.
A marathon indeed. You heard the man himself. Work on the small things. You might not sweat the small stuff, but the small stuff can win you a chip, baby. On behalf of FatalStryke, I am ColinCrowClarke. We had Rise versus E United for 27 rounds. We hope you enjoyed it half as much as we did. That is going to be it for us. We'll see you in the next one.
Yep. See you later, guys. Don't forget, if you like the videos and you enjoy me and Colin casting together, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.